Right, welcome back. It's a bit of a late one tonight. It's now 12, quarter past 12 at night. I'm taking this video. But yeah, so we're going to continue with the masculinity, the disconnected masculinity chapter of the Normal Mr. Nice Guy series. We're doing episode 28. Um, just a bit of more in depth of something that happened to me and disconnected from my masculinity, a bit more my experience. Um, yeah, let's jump right in and enjoy it. So, a bit of a backstory, or this chapter is really one of those that I'm trying to get. I'm trying to get connected with my masculinity. So before we go into it a bit more, let's do a bit of a backstory, or an interaction that happened to me in one of my classes. So I was teaching, obviously, and I was answering my students as normal. And I was joking around, and I made like a sarcastic remark. And one of my students asked me, "Teacher, you're not gay. You have a wife and a child. Why do you talk like a woman sometimes?" And this was obviously kind of a shock. And I did ask him, like, "Are you sure? Um, do I really sound or talk like a woman?" And in context, this is when I'm joking, so it's not like I'm talking now. This is when I do try over exaggerate things and try and make the class laugh and have a good time. Um, but I think this is going into the next part. This is coming from trying to fit into society and trying to seem harmless as the nice guys do, you know not to rock the boat, seem harmless, meek, and I've carried over into other areas of my life, following the narrative that what women want, kind of seeking the approval of women. Let's put it that way. Seeking the approval of women really messes up your life. It really does not work out for them, for you, for anybody. And you're left with kind of these little problems, let's put it that way. Um, just thought I'd share that part of a little backstory of the masculinity side. That's why I like this chapter. So, sorry, let's go to the next one. So, the masculine traits. We know that masculinity is a part of a man. You can't skip that. So, masculinity is the part that enables men, or myself included, to serve, protect, provide for myself, for my family, or your tribe, or your community, right? Your circle around you. And the aspects of the masculinity or the masculine that lets you provide and protect obviously include strength, discipline, courage, passion, persistence, integrity. But at the same time, it also represents aggressiveness, destructiveness, and brutality, right? And these are the traits that nice guys try to hide. They try to repress it, right? They believe this is not what women want. But the funny thing, or the joke of it is, these are the traits that attract women. That's why women are attracted to what the nice guy classifies as a-holes, or the bad boys. Um, we all know that girls find this attractive, so well, we just keep on lying to ourselves, putting our heads in the sand as a nice guy. Nice guys hide and lose what makes them actually attractive to a woman. When you repress your masculinity, the energy in you and your masculine energy starts to go wrong, and it becomes a nice guy becomes scared of um, responsibility and leadership. And I believe the man should be the leader of the family. I believe that is his role. He should be the one that shoulders the responsibility, the blame. You know, all of these things is a man's thing. So when you repress your masculinity, you become afraid of these things. And I know firsthand, I did not like responsibility. I did not like, and I still struggle with it today, but I did not like having the blame being able to go to me, right? So you need to be able to share your voice when you make the decisions, or when you do not take leadership, take control, take direction of the family, be the man, take the responsibility, it ultimately falls to your girlfriend or your wife. And I can guarantee you now, this is not the job that they want. They don't want to make all the decisions. They don't want to have all the responsibility and the leadership and all of these things, right? I have done this, and I am still doing it. As I'm saying, I'm still in the process of getting out of this, of the no more Mr. Nice Guy, and I have to actively force myself to make a decision or to lead my family and to bear the responsibility of the decisions in my family. And I have dumped it on my wife since the beginning of our relationship. And this is also a massive factor for a lot of our arguments or fights. I mean, it, it can even be the small things. So, for the small things, example, it can be dishing up food. Um, like if I'm eating and instead of just dishing up more rice or more food, I'll wait for my wife and I'll ask her, like, does she want more? Instead of just go getting for myself because I want, I'd rather just wait and see what she wants to do. I used to do that. Still do in some cases, but instead of just getting up and getting my own food, and then she would have said something if she needed, if she wanted more. Small things. Sorry. But if you have a lot of these small things, it compounds, right? Over time, it adds up to become a big thing. And then it starts affecting the big decisions and it starts creating all sorts of havoc in your relationships. So yeah, that's for the masculine traits. That's the masculine traits. Let's go check the next one. The next one that we're going to talk about is the point. Okay, so the point. Actively force myself. Okay, so yeah, I did say I actively force myself to do things, make decisions, bear the responsibility. You know, the point is you need to embrace your masculine traits. Don't repress them. You know, find it again. Get connected with it again. It drives you to take control of your life, to take control of your family. You know, not necessarily take control of your family in the sense of demanding and telling everyone what to do and controlling everything, but you ultimately choose the direction, the destination of where you guys want to go, um, and your community, like you're providing and you're protecting, and ultimately everything is your fault. This is a very cool concept that I like. I think first time I heard it was from Jocko Willink. Um, Basically, everything is your fault. Yeah, because of your choices, your interactions, you are not where you are or where you want to be, or you are where you are now because of your choices, because you made these choices. So it's all your fault. The cool thing about this is it gives you the opportunity to change where you are or to change everything in your life that you can because it's your fault. So, what did you do to land up here? It takes all the responsibility and the ownership away from everyone else and gives it back to yourself, which will help you get to where you want to go. Uh, which is kind of it's a very this whole chapter has been kind of eye opening, and I'm pointing out a lot of more things I need to work on. Um, and so, I'm busy with it now, and I'm busy understanding how this affects me as a man, and how, like I said, like how the students made that remark. So I'm on my path to fix this, or not necessarily to fix it, but to get connected with my masculinity again and come out. Just thought I would share that. Very interesting chapter. Um, that's it for this one. Let me know if there's anything in your life that has been kind of like a shocking moment, an eye-opening moment with regards to your masculinity. Thanks for joining me on this one, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.